Hello and great to have you on my channel. There is a saying among the elders that before you find your destiny, you will first pass through the wrong person. Do you believe this? Regardless of your stance, join us in watching the film featuring Miss Mary Tachibana in this episode. Perhaps your perspective will shift after viewing it. Our tale starts on a tranquil evening. Mary sits in her apartment, contemplating her latest story. She reflects intensely, aiming for a narrative that feels authentic. But how can she achieve that? Meanwhile, in another room, four friends are enjoying themselves, two of whom are in a relationship. They are indulging in food and drinks because it is like a farewell party for Hajime's girlfriend, who is leaving for a few days to her home province. At this point, it appears they haven't had enough to eat, so her boyfriend will step out to get more. They seem to be in the mood for a long night of drinking. When he stepped outside, Mary almost simultaneously went out her apartment too to enjoy some cool fresh air and take a moment to relax from her day of writing. She believed that every door in the building represented a unique world to explore. Each one had its own existence, and if you reflect on it, life could have taken a different direction instead of the one she currently experienced. In her novel, various human experiences are portrayed, and she finds herself encompassed in numerous life possibilities. After a few minutes, she returned inside, coinciding almost perfectly with Hajime's arrival. The following morning, his girlfriend woke him to tell she was leaving. She left him a spare key. The man felt so exhausted that he couldn't accompany his girlfriend downstairs. However, later that day, when he finally made it down, he would uncover a shocking truth about their relationship. He was astonished to discover that his girlfriend had been seeing another man. So the gossip turned out to be accurate. He stopped pursuing the car since there was nothing he could do. He felt very disheartened by what had happened, unable to muster the strength to go inside, so he simply remained in the hallway. Just then, Mary stepped outside, and she noticed her neighbor. She welcomed him into her apartment and offered him a drink. The man apologized for believing he was bothering the lady. However, the reality is that since the previous day, she has been battling to keep writing, unable to come up with a follow-up to her story. Mary is a novelist, scriptwriter of jab and arrow manga. This is her profession. She asked the guy what he was doing in the corridor. He shared his reason. Earlier, he had caught his girlfriend with another person. Mary became intrigued by Hajime's story and urged him to reveal all the details. According to him, this wasn't the first time his girlfriend had been unfaithful. During his college years, his previous girlfriend also betrayed him with another guy. It had been very painful for him since the same experience had occurred again. From what Mary gathered, she couldn't help but feel sympathy for the man's situation. She then remarked that karma seems to follow him, particularly in matters of love, and that regardless of how many girlfriends he has, he will inevitably face betrayal. Ouch! She tried to provide support to the man, saying she could relate to his feelings. She offered him solace during those tough moments to help lighten the heavy burden he was carrying, even if just a little. As a result of that event, their bond grew even stronger. To show his gratitude for the assistance she provided, he treated her to a meal. Hajime also observed that Mary's room was disorganized, so he took it upon himself to clean and organize it while the attractive woman continued working on her novel. Following that event, she felt a surge of motivation, and she kept writing until she completed her story. Despite feeling quite drained, Mary was extremely happy. After changing her outfit, she invited Hajime to join her for a walk outside. They strolled around in all places. Mary felt as joyful as a young girl when she spotted a vending machine. After purchasing a drink, they returned home and engaged in activities that brought them happiness once more. Their connection persisted as though they were a married couple. They prepared, shared, and ate their meals. They talked, teased, laughed, and felt a sense of endless joy. However, the 3 days flew by. Hajime's girlfriend would be returning the following day, and they needed to halt their activities. They had to return to their respective lives. But sometimes, they couldn't help their feelings inside. For one final time, they cherished the moments together. Could this truly be the last time? Due to the events of the past few days, Hajime made the choice to break up with his girlfriend. She didn't protest anymore as she realized she had erred, so they were officially free from one another. As he walked out, the lady next door also stepped outside. Perhaps it was destiny indicating that they were truly meant for each other. The two exchanged glances, and it felt like they already understood how this situation would conclude. Nice. The end. Did you like this story? What do you think? Did the two end up together? Will Hajime finally see an end to his streak of bad luck with girlfriends? Share your thoughts and answers in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just remember, don't copy all the wrongdoings from this movie. And I will see you in my next story. So long, everyone.